All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 197, I want to say, of the Unknown Games podcast. We are here today on a little bit of a different setup. Myself, Adrian, and of course, my co host, Alex. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's up? I'm Alex, the Game Duck.
Yep. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, you might notice the StreamYard logo. If you're listening to us, then it's the same old thing. But we're just, we're trying a couple new things here and seeing how it goes. Essentially. But yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much. It's a podcast where we talk about video games, hence the Unknown Games podcast. Then you know what? I wonder if people could know by Unknown Games podcast that we're a video games podcast.
I mean, it's probably safe to assume, but you never know in this day and age, right?
You never know. You never know. But today, there's not that much news that's happening in the video game world. I mean, it's been relatively quiet. I don't know if
We
you're
just
playing
had
anything.
I believe TGS just finished up, but Silent Hill comes up today.
Yeah.
Horizon
And
Zero Dawn delisted, the OG
delisted on
version,
Epic,
the OG
right?
version of it on Steam as well, I think.
And then I think the price of that went up because you get to upgrade on PlayStation 5 or PS4 to
For the
or
remaster,
PS5
correct?
for the
Yeah.
remaster, yeah. But they also increased the price apparently, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not cool. But I've already played Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't need to play it in nicer looking visuals. But yeah. So I I don't have much other than I guess a couple of news stories that we can go over really quickly. Number one, I think you already said it, but yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, that is happening. But I think even bigger is Silent Hill 2
Silent Hill 2, yep.
actually getting good reviews. I was sketchy on that game for like an entire year. I'm not gonna lie.
hmm
Every time they showed it, it didn't feel like a Silent Hill game. It felt like it kind of got RE Ford, like it got Resident Evil Ford.
As in what, like bad
The
remake or?
action, well, they showed
Oh, like it
every
went up, like
yeah,
it became an action game, is what you're saying.
it became an action game. Every time they showed it, they only showed the action elements off. And so it was kind of I think a lot of people weren't sure exactly what it was going to end up being other
hmm
than, and plus it's Konami. Konami ain't
Right.
exactly making a bunch of games these days.
like like you've lost trust in Konami is what you're
Did
saying.
did you have any trust in Konami?
Yeah, I mean for sure. I guess I don't know. I mean, yeah, Konami hasn't really done a lot to instill gamer confidence in the last like 6 years or something, like whatever it is. So, but it is nice to hear that it's reviewing well. I guess credit to Team Bloober or whatever.
Yeah, Blooper Team. They
Yeah.
I mean, they do. They honestly, they've done solid work. I remember after playing the Medium and Observer, the whole thing is that their games weren't exactly the best on combat. They were really great on the atmosphere and
Mm.
everything that is essentially horror. And then they said after the Medium that we're now done with the horror like specific phase, even though that's what the genre of the games that they make, including Layers of Fear and stuff, they now want to go into like commercial, like I think they said something like commercial horror. So making games that are horror but more mass market appeal, something i.e. like a Resident Evil, as opposed to something more niched.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the reviews have shown that at least people think it's in a good direction. I never
Yeah.
played Silent Hill 2, like original and the remake as it just came out, but are you gonna pick
I
it
didn't
up?
need
Did you play the original?
I've played a little bit of Silent Hills, but I've never played the original Silent Hill 1 or 2.
Or
And
three or four or whatever.
or 3 or 4. I think I played a little bit of 4. But
Uh-huh.
I thought about it and I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just go back and play Silent Hill 2 just like, the OG one. Let me
Right.
see if I can find. Then I realized it's not on PSN or it's not a
No?
PlayStation Classic. It's yeah, you have to have either bought it on PS3 or PSP, I want to say.
Yeah, so back
Those
when
yeah,
Sony was still kind of keeping up with releasing their classics, yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah,
was the
I have like Xenogears and Chrono Cross. I bought a few PS1 games, but now they're difficult to play because if you bought them, the store is technically still open. If you go turn on a PS3, you can
Oh,
Oh
you
no,
can
it's
still.
like half. Oh, it's like half working right now. I remember because I was looking up DLC for Tokyo Jungle recently. You can only add credit on a browser, but then you can buy on your console. It's like really janky.
What the heck? What?
Yeah,
Oh,
because the
okay.
store is
That
like not quite operating properly. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's tough to play games like Silent Hill 2, anything that's on a PlayStation Classic digital release because you can only play it on a PS3, a PSP, or a Vita, all of which are kind of like discontinued consoles. So I don't know, man. Probably Vita would be the easiest way to play those games. Maybe that's just me, but
yeah. Yeah, it's probably, I mean, I would say it's probably the Vita is the easiest way. As long as the store is still up, then
it
I
is
mean
up.
there's
But yeah, it's
okay,
janky, dude.
okay.
You can't. It's not fun.
It was never a
Do,
fun store to
No,
begin
it's
with.
really shitty. Yeah, so actually, I think last year or something, I kind of got nostalgic for my Vita, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna play my Vita. I'm gonna like load it up with all my digital purchases, and I'm gonna play some stuff on it.
Yeah.
It turns out that it's a really bad experience. There's no way to like very easily queue up a bunch of downloads. So
Yeah,
everything you've ever purchased, what you have to do is you go to like your download history from the
yeah.
Vita store, and it's just a big ass long list. And if you're a longtime PlayStation fan, you probably have a lot of downloads, and you would just like one by one download, back, scroll down, download, back, scroll down, download, and there's no way to like hit up bunch up and like queue them and download all at once. It displays stuff on like PS3 content that actually can't even be played on a Vita. It'll just show up in that list anyways. It's like legitimately like a terrible experience. It's not great. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm uh I'm adjusting volume settings. Like this
Okay.
is you know what I'm realizing is this thing right here, this would be great. This would be honestly really great if we had an operator.
Oh yeah. Well, you're the operator now.
Like yeah, typically I do this, but the only thing that I do is I just make, myself larger or you larger, like, one of us on the screen focus or whatever, but this is there's a couple of different things you can do in here, which is it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that the PS3 and Vita and PSP, all of those stores, being essentially the same PSN store, was the crappiest. I've never seen a store that was just so bad. I mean, Epic. I mean, people would say Epic was pretty. It's pretty bad. It used to be you could only
Because it
buy
has no
one thing.
cart. It has no cart,
It
or
had no
maybe it
cart.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now there is. Now you can
There's a
buy
cart now.
multiple. I believe you can buy multiple games at once. You don't have to do the whole buy, go back, buy again.
Yeah, I remember hearing about some people that got their credit card blocked because it looked suspicious because it was a ton of small transactions repeatedly from.
I mean, it's weird. I don't know the issue, like why they did it that way.
Because
Maybe
maybe
because they wanted
like
the
gamers don't want to buy multiple games at once. I don't know. Like I don't. So
shoot. I do, man. Put my 1,500. I was gonna say like $1,500 worth of games
it's a
in
lot of
one
money, man. Yeah.
card. I was thinking yen prices in Japanese or in USD. Anyways, so that I mean that's good that at least Silent Hill is coming out pretty well. That's something that I think it's kind of strange because it's also a tentpole title for Sony. It's one of their big releases, but they haven't really promoted it that much. So I was a little bit kind of taken back. It is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It is on PC. It is on Steam, but it's one of those
Oh, it's
deals
like
where
later.
yeah, no, it's day and date. It's day and date.
Okay. Oh, it's a
So
console exclusive.
it's a console exclusive though, and I
Okay.
mean, I would almost say there's been so many games this year that have just been PlayStation 5. Some of the bigger games, Wukong was also PS5 only, for whatever reason, whether it's an agreement or
Do
not.
console exclusives do they still matter in this day and age? I just feel like PC gaming is kind of getting way bigger, so now it doesn't really bother people as much because you
I
can just play on PC.
I mean, I think that it I don't think it matters as much. Honestly, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be a thing just because more people being able to play games on more places, i.e., Microsoft's golden standard right here. It's a better thing. I'm all for that. So I don't think it's something that matters as much anymore. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta. That's also a PS5. Well,
Console
no, it's
exclusive.
every.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Is it on Xbox as
No,
well?
never mind. It's on Xbox. It's on Xbox. I take it back.
Okay.
I take it back. It's on Xbox. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it. I think if anything, it kind of hurts the sales of games when the console that it's on isn't exactly widely. I mean, it's out there, but it's not PS4 numbers out there or PS2 numbers out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I think people are saying that that kind of hurt FF16 because no one had a PS5 really at the time, or less people had a PS5.
yeah, at that time, even less people. And then now, I think the issue with, I think kind of the issue with it now is the fact that for FF16 anyways, is FF16 like all the Steam's gone. Like it's not Final Fantasy 7. It's not something that people are going to be like, I need to play this. It's FF16 in which people kind of heard already. The story is what it is. They've heard the good things. If you like the action RPG element of it, or sorry, the action non-RPG part of the
Yeah,
game,
it's kind
you
of just
know,
an action game. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things where, wow, this is a different view where you kind of know what you're getting, and either you're sold on it or not. Whereas FF7 Rebirth is something where, or remake even, is something where you either held out because you want to play it on PC, or maybe you just want to play it again and you're okay buying it again because it is that good. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, like if Rebirth comes on a PC, like why buy it? Like why double dip?
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a good game to double dip on. Same with like a Persona or something like that. You know, like it's something you
Yeah.
want to
I
go back
mean,
into it.
I've double dipped on remake. I double dipped on Persona. I feel like I'm very likely to double dip on Rebirth. Just because it's a habit that I do. I tend to buy games multiple times, especially on PC. Because I like the PC as like a archiving console. That makes sense because the PC is like the eternal console, as I always refer to it as. Because it never like there's a lot of times when I'm like I want to play this game. Oh, PS3. I don't want to take my PS3. I like took a Jungle Raid or Metal Gear Solid 4. But I can still load up. I can still download a Steam game that came out like in 2007, and it installs and I can play it like no problem. So I kind of want to keep buying games on PC because just in case, like maybe the PS6 or the PS7, like maybe those consoles, if they even come out, won't play PS4 games or they won't play PS5 games, then we'll kind of be in the same situation where we're in right now, where a bunch of companies are doing remakes or remasters to kind of like make their games re-accessible, right? But
Yeah,
on
yeah,
PC, that like doesn't matter. It matters so
it
less.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, because like for example, like Konami put out the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume One like last year, right?
Hmm.
So you can play
Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 on PC. There were actually already ports of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. You can actually still play
there
them.
are.
They're still playable. If you happen to own them, you can still play them. So uh, don't get me wrong, like the remasters are touched up in their own way, right?
Yeah,
But very technically, if you were like, oh man, I really want to play Metal Gear Solid,
you
you can. You still
you can.
can.
You can play it 3 different ways, actually.
Yeah,
You
so
can
that's
play it on
kind of
3 different.
why I double. Anyways, the long rambling thing, but that's why I double dip on PC
I,
to like
I,
ensure myself that I can play these games.
that
So
you'll have it. I mean, that's
yeah,
the cool thing. I mean, there was a whole thing about, I think I want to say sometime last week about, was it California? It was one US states like making a big deal out of, you know how sometimes some senator will be like, it's time to sign a law or time to make something known about gaming that's just kind of like, obvious to us maybe. But the whole deal was that when you buy something on a digital storefront, you don't own it.
you don't own it. Yeah,
You don't own it. Yeah, you
it's a
technically have the
license. Yeah,
license for it, but you don't
yeah,
own the product. So
right.
I think there was just the thing that was passed was just to make sure that, at least in that state, I think that like the wording has to say like
You
that
don't own this.
you don't own this. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like buy now, but it's almost like renting. You're not renting it because you don't have to return it, but you never
you're
know
buying
when
a
it's
license
going
for it.
to
Yeah,
go.
it's kind of
Um,
shitty. A lot of customers, a lot of people don't know that or don't think about. Even myself, when I buy on Steam, I never really have the thought that I'm like, oh, one day I could lose the license to this, or one day I could actually lose my account. Maybe like I could get banned, I could get hacked or something.
yeah,
But I don't like think about that. So I think I've fallen into a sense of complacency in the digital era where like all of our purchases are so many purchases are digital. PlayStation 5, right? I'm sure you don't even have a disc drive in your console, right? You all your shit's digital, right?
Yeah, all mine's digital. The PS4 and PS3 were the last non-digital things that I have. But yeah, my PS5, and I guess it's
It doesn't
why I
have a
don't.
disc drive, yeah.
It doesn't have a disc drive. I did it for two reasons. One, because I wanted to save a little bit of money buying my PS5, and two, uh, I guess the main reason was just that I was over the past 10 years here in Japan. I don't have a lot of space,
So
and
you don't even want to have games then,
yeah, like I'm
like
totally
physical ones. I mean,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, physical games. I have like maybe 10, 15 of them, and I'm like, okay, this is like they're taking up too much space.
uh-huh.
And yeah, and then I just started buying almost pretty much every purchase outside of that since PS3. All my PS4 games for the most
And
part after a
digital,
certain time, they're all digital. Yeah,
yeah,
and all my PS5 games are digital too. So
yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, it's kind of hurt people because I remember a thing happened. Like it wasn't a game, but it was a Sony thing recently where you people who bought a bunch of like TV shows, I believe they were Discovery shows, on their store when they were. I mean, they still do
oh,
some
and they
movies,
got
I think.
nuked.
Yeah, so Sony lost the rights for these shows and then subsequently removed them from people's accounts. Kind of just
Hmm.
and you just lost the like because Sony lost the license, therefore the customers kind of lost the license. So that's an example of it can really bite you in the ass. Like you don't own that content, right?
Hmm. Yeah, you don't. You don't.
So
Um,
I think that's actually why I kind of like buying from GOG if ever possible, because GOG gives you the installers when you
you
buy.
get the there was so GOG actually tweeted that day, like,
Oh, did they?
yeah, they basically said like, hey, you own your games with us. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can find that tweet really quickly because
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like throwing shade. But yeah, GOG give you have two options when you buy from GOG. You can either download from GOG Galaxy, which is kind of like their client, not like Steam or Epic Games or whatever. Similar experience, right? Uh, or and even from that client, actually, you can just download the .exe installer and keep it somewhere. Keep it on a drive. Keep it on whatever you want for one day. You're like, I want to play this game, but I don't want to install GOG Galaxy. Or maybe GOG Galaxy doesn't even exist anymore. Maybe GOG as a company is folded. You have the installer, so you can just install it still. So I have a couple games. I have like Legend of Heroes. I have Cyberpunk actually, and like Duke Nukem. I guess I have a bunch of games on G. Not too many, but I Negro Solid 1 and 2 actually. But yeah, so
this is
by
such a weird layout. I was trying to put you on the screen with the tweet. It
I
was
love how you're
looking
just like shifting the camera views around. Yeah,
the camera views are just like getting shifted. Okay, so if I do this, then
yeah.
I do the yeah, I don't know
So
why
tiny me.
I'm the yeah, I don't want to be on the screen at this point. So but if I yeah, I don't
Maybe you're
know.
like
I don't know.
presenting or something.
Well, yeah, this is I will say it is not the easiest sometimes to do this, but hey, I found the tweet.
Oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go. Look at
Look at
that.
this.
Looks all
Look at this
nice.
fucking magic. Look at this shit. We can
Look
both look at this.
look at
This is
this
amazing.
magic. This is a magic
Guys, this is
amazingness right here.
amazing.
So GOG tweeted out, we've seen some discussions regarding this tweet, so let us clarify. And the tweet was if only there was a storefront that actually lets you own your games. Um, and they said, yeah, when we said we let you quote quote own your games, we meant to say that no matter what happens, whether it's licensing issues, storefronts shutting down, or even the zombie apocalypse cutting off your internet, you'll still be able probably be able to
Yep.
play them thanks to our offline installers. We want to ensure your gaming legacy is always in your hands, not ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a benefit for GOG. I think they're alone in that push. All the storefronts, Epic, PSN, govern, Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Steam, it's all kind of licensing, and
Yeah.
you can lose your library technically at any time. Either the licensing kind of gets messed up, or you lose your account for whatever reason, right? So,
Yeah.
kind of reminds me, just even digital kind of sucks sometimes. I would. I'm thinking of like Nintendo in particular with their virtual
Oh
console
gosh.
games. Yeah.
Gosh.
So
Nintendo.
when the Wii kind of launched Virtual Console, I was like, whoa, this is the shit. Like all these classic games, I get to like buy for not that expensive. I got like Super Mario RPG and like Final Fantasy, one of them, a few of them maybe. I think I might be misremembering, but for sure Super Mario RPG and some other stuff that I played as a kid, Donkey Kong Country, right?
Yeah.
So I bought them on Virtual Console, and then Wii U came out. Barely anyone
bought 'em
bought
again.
one. Yeah, barely anyone bought them. I had a Wii U actually though, but you could actually play Wii stuff within the Wii U. That was cool. That's fine. But when the Switch came out, you were fucked, dude. Like you can't. The only way for you to replay your old stuff is if I think you like plug in your Wii basically, and it was already downloaded to your hard drive. I don't think the store's even running anymore. So
No.
now they're not doing a virtual console in the sense of you like they sell these old games to you. They're doing their Nintendo Online subscription thing. So
I kind of wish Nintendo's the worst at it because they literally made the virtual console and all they had to do was just keep adding to that. Like it just keep adding to it. All their hardware is essentially it's running the same architecture. It's the same thing. Nintendo is just a genius at making you buy the same whatever over and over again.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8.
I will say Mario Kart 8 is a weird live service-ish like game,
It kind
right?
of is at this point. Yeah,
that
it kind
junk
of
turned
is.
into
Yeah.
something. It turned into it morphed.
It's true.
That game morphed.
I was thinking,
and
honest, legitimate. I was thinking like for the Switch 2 or whatever when that comes out, if they kind of put out Mario Kart 8 again, but with some more tracks, I wouldn't actually be mad. I'd probably buy it again.
It's like the pinnacle of Mario Kart. I mean,
I was saying that honestly. I was like thinking, I'm like, have we peaked? Like, is Mario Kart 8 like, or is this a peak of Mario Kart now? Like, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. People love it. And then it's the same with Smash, right? Like, Smash, honestly, I mean, I guess they have to redo the licensing for a new console potentially, but
it could be messy with all the characters. Yeah,
you don't need it. You don't need any more. Just like that should be the Smash. That should be it. I don't think people would want more. People do want more, obviously, but I'm just saying. Yeah, that Smash is another thing like that, and we have a new Mario Party coming out this month as well.
Yeah, really.
Jamboree. My friends' kids are like they're hyped. They're like, yeah, dude, man, we ready.
I'm hyped ready about it. Yeah,
you're ready. For real. But I guess moving on to just last little bit of news, so we'll close it out kind of early. We have let's see here. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm kind of liking this a little bit. Like some parts are kind of easy for me to just like really do. Some of the things we've been doing all along. But yeah, so Halo's so 343 Microsoft's pretty much Halo exclusive developer that they're naming it Halo Studios.
Wait, hold up. Why?
It's a Halo Studio. Now they're called Halo Studios for real. I don't know.
But no. But 343 was a reference to Master Chief's number.
Yeah, it's his number.
It was already. It was already Halo. There was no need. That's already a Halo reference.
I don't know either. Today when the news broke, it was all over my Twitter feed. And I'm sitting here like, but it was already
It was already Halo. That's Master Chief's number.
There's the Gears Studio, and I forgot what they're called, but there's also the Coalition, which is also
a Gears reference.
A Gears reference. Are they going to rename them the Gears of War Studio, like Gears Studio?
Yeah. And the logo for Coalition is like the gear, like the
gear. Yeah.
So like you're already good.
I don't even get it. I was just like, okay, well. The other big announcement, probably the major one, is that going forward, all of the Halo games are going to be in Unreal Engine 5.
Okay.
Which is, I don't really know how UE5, okay, this is just a full-on, just long
video. It's a 6-minute video of
this is a 6-minute video.
What's up? We're changing our name from Halo to Halo.
Okay, there it is. They had like a little bit of let me just at least I can put this in 4K. Sure, why not?
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna have like Master Chief. That's what he looks like in the UE5 right now. I can't tell if that's better or
Chief.
worse.
What do you mean? That's Master Chief, all right. Yeah. What do you want me to
His
say?
helmet's
Yeah.
so shiny, like, or it's so reflect. I don't know. Like, it's just like this is a work in progress.
Oh wait, sorry.
But I mean,
Master Chief is 117. Sorry, what is 343?
I don't know.
Well, hold on. I gotta Google this up. Sorry, Master Chief is 117. Yeah.
What's
343?
Is that the code for the fall? What's 343?
Oh no, then we're going
Okay,
down a
maybe
motherfucking rabbit hole.
Yeah. Now we're like literally going
I'm
down
literally
this
just
rabbit
fucking
hole.
up Wikipedia right now.
I still wish that I could put you in this view, but I can't put you in this view. Wait, can
Guilty
I?
Spark. Guilty Spark. It was Guilty Spark.
It's Guilty Spark.
Yeah.
Why is Guilty Gear? I'm just playing.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah. It's Guilty Gear.
Yeah, Guilty Spark.
Oh man. Okay. Well, oh dude, this is sick. I can just mute the audio from. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
I can mute the audio from this source. Can you hear this then?
I heard it at the time when you were playing initially.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I can just mute this whole tab and it just stays muted. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Anyways,
Discovery features live. Yeah.
Live discovery right here. I mean, I guess it says one of the primary things we're interested in is growing and expanding our world so players have more to interact with and more to experience. Nanite and Lumen, Unreal's rendering and lighting technologies offer us an opportunity to do that in a way that the industry hasn't seen before. As artists, it's incredibly exciting to do that work. I've had mixed experiences with Unreal Engine 5. I don't know. Have you messed with any UE5 games?
I don't think I have. I actually don't think I have. I don't know.
Every one of them that I've had has been on PS5, and I've had a couple on one on PC. Tekken 8 runs really well.
Is Fortnite on Unreal 5?
Technically, I think it is, right? Is it?
Then yes, I played Fortnite.
Fortnite's good. I will say Wukong, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it looks some of the Unreal stuff that they do really well in terms of like lighting and yeah, the lighting is amazing. I gotta say the lighting and stuff like that.
It's one of the headlining features of 5, right?
Of the engine, yeah. Everything else though, I've seen with it, there's always some sort of like input delay or some sort of like slowdown with it. And this is the same thing with I was watching Digital Foundry break down at least the PS5 version of Silent Hill 2. And that's one of the things that it once again, it has issues with keeping a steady frame rate in certain areas.
Okay.
But it's just one of those, it's one of those things. I think we're just now starting to see more games using UE5 and coming out more and more. But most of them so far, they're great. They don't necessarily look 100%, like the stuff we saw at the beginning of Unreal 5's debut that had us like, holy crap, this is what this stuff is going to be looking like. But it's coming closer. It's getting there.
Okay, so I actually played a few Unreal Engine 5 games. Scroll with a Gun, which I streamed like a couple weeks ago.
That's UE5.
The Exit 8, which I streamed like last year.
Which I have to stream this year.
Crab Champions. So I've actually
played like it's like the lowest amount of.
But one thing they all have in common is that they look really good. Like they do have pretty realistic lighting. Very, very funny actually. Exit 8, by the way, it's just a hallway. It's a corridor simulator, but it's got sick lighting. Really realistic. Scroll with a gun is realistic too, aside from the fact that you are a squirrel with a gun.
With a gun?
Yeah.
That was maybe they'll make a sequel.
I don't think they will. He's got a roadmap for that game actually on Steam. It's like, hey, we have some stuff coming. I was like, oh shit, I guess I'll check it out. I mean, the game was fine. The game wasn't like amazing, but I'll play it again maybe.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else. I don't know if you have something. This is mainly just kind of to test this feature out, to test this out, just to see how it is.
Baby. No, it seems pretty cool for podcasting, or even just for meetings. Even it's not really meant for meetings, but if you wanted to,
it definitely isn't. It's definitely not. I would like to say, I keep putting this on and off. I just wanted to try the ticker. Can I try the ticker? The ticker.
Sick.
I don't know when we would use the ticker, but it's just like, hey, there's a ticker that's going, that's scrolling.
Oh,
I
dude,
guess
you could pimp stuff on here. Like here's like my shout
oh
or something.
yo
Yeah,
oh wait, we can do both. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can't have our names on the screen at the same time though. For
that's
whatever
all right.
reason, like
Yeah,
banners don't allow. But yeah, we could totally have like, streaming on whatever Wednesdays look. I can figure out what
yeah,
uses for the scroll and then have the topic. That's kind of cool. Okay. 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 I see it. I see it.
yep.
Anyways, everybody, where can Alex tell the people where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/root24. I'm gonna play more TCG Card Shop Simulator this week. The game's so addicting. It's like sickeningly addicting. Remember when I was playing a buttload of Power Watch Simulator last or 2 years ago because I couldn't stop? That's like me right now again. So gonna play more of that.
That's a good thing. I must say, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Fun game.
Yeah, and if you want to follow me, I'm at Ninja Trickster on Twitch, and you can catch me Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Currently streaming Space for the Unbound, and I'm at the end of Elden Ring. Like I'm at the final boss.
You're at like Miklo, whoever it is.
Yeah, I'm there. Dude's kicking me so hard.
Yeah, I bet.
I
You'll
haven't
do
I
you'll
haven't had to grind like this or practice off stream since like Sans.
Oh, on an
Yeah.
Undertale? That's so
Yeah.
funny.
He's got me going through like practice reps now. I'm like, this noise, man. So hopefully I'll finish
Yeah.
it by the end of this week. Hopefully I can
You're
scrape through
streaming
and
all your attempts?
no, I did an hour before this podcast.
Okay, but you were practicing. You weren't trying to do the fight.
I
You were just
was
practicing.
I was just practicing. Yeah, yeah.
If you
'Cause
clear the fight, if you just like, oh, I want to
no, I
practice the
won't.
fight. If you clear, would you be like,
I
all right,
won't.
sorry guys, I beat off stream.
No, no. That almost happened to me with
You would sabotage your own
Millennia.
run? Okay,
Yeah,
if you were about to clear.
that happened with Millennia. I was practicing on Millennia, and then I figured out what to do, and I got her all the way, and I was like, okay, close the game.
You sabotage your own run so you could do the clear on stream.
I did the clear on stream.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't even know if chat knows that, but yeah,
that's
what I did.
I don't know if that's cool. That's honorable or that's just sad. Yeah.
Because it was like, okay, I know I can do this. But at this point right now, phase 2 is like a wall, man. I can get a hit in if I'm lucky, but he just hits me twice, I'm dead. And now I made a discovery to make 2 discoveries tonight, and I'm I'm probably gonna keep on hitting it some more.
Sounds hilarious. That's a clip for out of context. When are you gonna? That's so funny. When are you gonna stream Elden Ring then? Like tomorrow, day after?
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'll stream on
so
Wednesday.
2 days from now.
Yeah,
as a recording at least. Yeah, I stream on.
Yeah.
But if I'm like done streaming and you're still dying, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll definitely still be dying. Well,
yeah.
I hope not to. I hope it's just done. I hope it's done. But if not,
it's like 5 minutes in. And what if you clear first run and you're just like, oh, sorry guys, we're done. Goodbye. Good night.
That has happened on a couple of streams, and I continue streaming. But I have a feeling this dude has a third phase.
Okay.
And I have to figure out the third phase. Then I'm not using any summons, so that's why I'm just like it's taking
that's
me.
Why it hurts more.
I haven't used summons this entire game. Yeah, except for like just some fun parts. But I'm looking up stuff online. Like, okay, can I use this item? I'm looking up items now, bro. I'm looking up builds for myself. It's going in.
That's so fun. Great.
Oh,
good luck then, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, everybody, we'll catch you next week for episode 198, or it could be 197, one of the two, of the Unknown Games podcast, where we'll I don't know if we'll still be on StreamYard, but at least we now know what it is about, which is kind of
we'll be on some other service. Maybe we'll try whatever Riverside
just
or
like round robin.
We'll do Riverside next. Yeah.
We'll do Riverside next. It's like it can't be what I want a service that can do the operating for us.
Oh, so just like AI or something.
Yeah, like if you're talking, it'd be nice if you were talking, like if it enlarges you. I don't have to worry about it, kind of thing. But
something might do that. There might be a thing to be like, oh, this speaker is talking, so we're gonna focus. Actually, Rode just put out a piece of hardware that will do that, but for local, we have to be in the same room for that. But yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. And then having 2 cameras probably.
And 2 cameras and 2 microphones, but yeah. Anyways,
Anyways, everybody, I am going to end this recording.
goodbye.
Goodbye. There's outro music that we can put.